Hey gang, Wendy here from Wendy Does Lots of Stuff, and if you're following me, we are doing Instapot cooking for the next year, trying to do every single day. And today we're going to use the Instapot IP Lux. It's an older model of the Instapot, and I just love it. So what we're making today is kind of a low carb pizza style chicken dish. But it's not really pizza, but it's got all the flavors of pizza, which is what counts. So for this recipe, you're going to use 1 pound of chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. You're going to use, what is this, about a 14 and a half 14 and a half ounce can of diced tomatoes. I like to get the ones that have the roasted garlic and onion in it, just to have a little bit more flavor. You're going to need two. Oh, hey Cleo, how you doing? They're fighting over the cheese scraps that have landed on the floor from me shredding the mozzarella. Anyway, you're going to use 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning and a 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Don't add too much salt because the diced tomatoes are going to have salt. You're not going to drain them. You're going to need 1 cup of shredded mozzarella and some pepperoni if you would like. Not everybody wants pepperoni. I'm okay with that. I am not the pepperoni police. Let's get started. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to open your chicken and pat it dry. Don't wash it, please. For the love of God, do not wash your chicken. You're just going to simply use a paper towel, pat it dry. And then all the seasoning, the 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning and salt and pepper, 1/4 teaspoon each. You're going to blend those and just rub them into the meat really good. Kind of like a dry rub. So, first thing you're going to do is you are going to dump in your tomatoes. Now, you don't have to add an extra water because it's already got water. And there's juice in the chicken. So you're square there. Next, simply lay your chicken on top of the tomatoes. Let's see if I can get in there. And if you choose to use your pepperoni, throw some pepperoni on top of the chicken. It's a pretty easy recipe. It's a great recipe for kids if they're learning how to cook. It's so little steps, and aside from grating the cheese, that's really the only thing dangerous. If you grate your own cheese, if you otherwise just buy your own cheese or already pre-shredded, and you don't have to worry about them cutting their fingers. Although somebody should be worried about adults cutting their fingers, because I cut mine all the time with it. Anyway, so the next thing you need to do is check your seal. Make sure your seal is in place, where that metal wire is in between the little divot, I guess, in there all the way around. Because sometimes when you think it's secure, it's not really secure. And you don't want to ruin anything. Next, make sure that your valve is set to seal, and manually set your pot to 8 minutes. And then you're done. You're going to let this build up for your pressure, and when it goes off, you're going to do an immediate quick release on it. So have your towel handy. We'll be back. Okay, so the timer just went off, and oh my gosh, it smells so good already. Okay, I'm going to put my little towel there for those who are new. I always put a towel there, catch all that gross, nasty steam coming out from hitting my walls or my pots and pans up here. And I use a large object. So we're going to go ahead and let that steam, and once it's done and the lid releases, we're going to add our cheese. You're just going to top it on top of the top it on top. Add it to the chicken. Put your lid back on for about 5 minutes to Get it all nice and gooey. Okay, so the steam has risen, and remember, this thing is going to still be hot when you lift it up. So yeah, you can typically touch it in most cases, but it's hot. Like, I don't know, if you want to burn yourself, touch it. The other thing is, make sure when you do open the lid that you lift from the back first so that you don't get that steam in your face. So far, it's looking really good. Let's go ahead and add that cheese. Now I call for about a cup of cheese, of shredded cheese for this recipe, but by all means, cheese it up. You can add some shredded Parmesan on the top. Anything you want, any kind of cheese you want really works with this, but the mozzarella makes it, just gives it that pizza kind of feeling. Your lid should be cool enough to the touch now to just grab too. Go ahead and put that back and keep it warm. Check it in about 5 minutes. All right, so I think that's probably been at about the right amount of time, about 4 to 5 minutes. Oh, that looks so good. Just that easy. Low carb chicken pizza, but not really pizza, chicken pizza thing. Anyway, enjoy. Oh, and please, if you enjoyed watching this video, like, subscribe, and share. And maybe follow. Take care.